Davies. I'm one of the co-founders and CEO at Ozone API, and I'm really pleased to be joined by Luis Miguel today. So, Luis Miguel, perhaps you can introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Hi Huw, hi everybody. My name is Luis Miguel Zapata. I'm responsible for the VP of Digital Ecosystems in Bancolombia, the largest bank in Colombia.
And we're here today to talk about the development of the global open banking, open finance landscape. It's becoming ever more global, and as new markets come along, we're seeing different approaches, different frameworks, different standards, which is one of the reasons why we created and launched the Global Open Data Tracker to try and keep track of what's happening around the world. So maybe we can start with just a quick question around Colombia. So from an open banking, open finance perspective, what's happening?
Well, Colombian open banking market, it's hot right now. So basically what we're doing, both market and regulators, we are understanding what worked in the world and what didn't. And basically we have an advantage on that point because we are taking the best practices around the world. There's a nice environment between fintechs and banks. Banks have a new mindset, and not only Bancolombia, I think my colleagues of the system, of the financial system, they understand that through open banking, through open finance, we could promote more financial inclusion.
Yeah, I mean, I've certainly seen that from all our activity in the market. There's a really open mindset to how open APIs can really power the banking business model. So with regulation coming, and as you say, been looking at other markets, do you think there's anything we'll see that's different in the approach in Colombia compared to other markets we've seen like Brazil or the UK?
I would say enhanced based on the previous experiences. So what we have seen is we started with the open finance scope, not the open banking. So the first degree is at an open finance scope, and the other thing is that we have an open data mandate for the country. So this is going to be really good for financial inclusion because we're going to be able to get data from industries beyond the financial industry. And I would say the balanced regulation that we have in Colombia, because banks have the incentives to invest in APIs. We could commercialize APIs, we could create business models around it, and it's going to be a win-win for fintechs and banks.
Yeah, I would agree. From what I've seen, it feels like it's definitely being designed with sort of long-term commercial sustainability in mind, making sure the business model works for the industry and therefore encourages the innovation for the end users. So as you say, it's pretty hot right now. Where do you think we'll be in a year's time in Colombia?
I would say in months. We will find the final decree of the regulation. We will set the rules, or we will know the rules, the final rules of the business, of the market, of the open finance market. And once we have the final rules, the final guidelines, it'll be easier for us, like what will be the next steps. How I see in years, open banking in Colombia, a huge opportunity for payments, a huge opportunity for financial inclusion, and one of the best banking models in the world if we keep in the pace and in the collaborative spirit that we already have.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. We're certainly looking forward to seeing it becoming a reality and potentially leapfrogging some of the other markets. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Conversation.
Absolutely.